Hello, welcome to New York Finance, Credit, and Tech.
Will Social Security beneficiaries get a fourth stimulus check? An advocacy group for seniors is calling on Congress to provide Social Security beneficiaries with a $1,400 stimulus check to help them cope with inflation. Despite knowing that this time it is a long shot, the Senior Citizens League, TSCL, a nonpartisan advocacy group, has started a pressure campaign to push Congress to send those receiving Social Security additional stimulus money. In a letter to leaders of Congress, TSCL Chairman Rick Delaney called for a one-off $1,400 Social Security stimulus payment for seniors. The proposal came after the group heard from seniors telling of the hardships that they face from the highest inflation in decades in the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic. Many have expressed a feeling of abandonment from the government, telling TSCL, "Our government has forgotten about us." Stimulus check for Social Security beneficiaries. The TSCL is aware that Congress is unlikely to take any steps this year, with several pressing issues from raising the debt ceiling to passing President Biden's Build Back Better investment plan for America. However, the group hopes that it can become a major issue next year, garnering congressional support if the proposal gains enough support among seniors. In the letter to Congress, Delaney urged members to send a special $1,400 stimulus check to those receiving Social Security benefits. Such a measure could help defray the costs associated for some seniors from the 2022 cost of living adjustment, which was the highest in 40 years, pushing them into a higher tax bracket. Besides higher taxes, the increase could also bring with it a rise in surcharges to their Medicare Part B premiums, both of which would completely offset any gains. Senior citizens experiencing hardships. The letter began by highlighting that the organization has heard from thousands of seniors who have exhausted their retirement savings and started eating just one meal a day or cutting their pills in half because they can't afford their prescription drugs. Next year's cost of living adjustment, or COLA as it is known, was recently announced, with an increase of 5.9%, one of the biggest increases in history. But while some argue that the financial problems experienced by seniors will be solved with the introduction of the 2022 COLA, the TSCL disagrees. The TSCL project that the size of the COLA increase will not be enough to deal with this year's inflation, nor prior years of inadequate increases, inflation eating into Social Security beneficiaries' fixed income. The average Social Security beneficiary receives a check for $1,565. While some retirees have access to a private retirement account, a large portion relies solely on Social Security. This means that when a crisis like the pandemic hits, inflation and other economic impacts can take a devastating toll on their income. Since beneficiaries over a certain age are not allowed to work and receive benefits, their income is fixed. Without government action, they are left in a vulnerable position. Over the last year, prices of basic goods have increased rapidly. Consumers have paid higher prices across the board as the economy reopened and supply chains destroyed by the pandemic were reconstructed. In September, the Bureau of Labor Statistics reported that over the previous year, the Consumer Price Index for all items index increased 5.3% before seasonal adjustment. For food, people are on average paying 3% more than they were a year ago, and for many other goods, the trends are just as worrisome. Do lawmakers agree? The petition to raise support for the bill has reached over 1 million signatures, but there have been no national polls conducted to gauge the public's opinion of the idea. So far, leaders on Capitol Hill have been silent on their support or opposition to a targeted stimulus check for seniors. Under pressure from more conservative Democrats, those leading the bill have been forced to consider taking some aspects out of the legislation. Senator Joe Manchin has been stalwart in his opposition to the size of the spending. He said he will accept a bill closer to $2 trillion, and due to the lack of a full majority in Congress, his single vote is incredibly important. Thanks for watching. Leave comments below. Stay tuned for more news and updates. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel.